Hey, what's up everybody? It's Coach Kasim, and today I want to introduce you to the new Prime Pulldown here at the N1 HQ. This is another collaboration between N1 and Prime Fitness, and I think this is by far the best pull down that has ever been put out on the market for a variety of reasons, not just because it's got the Prime technology, but everything that it has with adjustability and also its biomechanics. So really quickly walking through these features, one of the things that this has that you probably haven't seen before is a chest pad that actually articulates. So that means that wherever you are, you can lean forward, backwards, etc., and it will always be flush with your chest, giving you actually a more stable chest plate. A lot of chest plates don't move, or they're rounded and uncomfortable, etc. This allows you to customize that so you can have the best stability and the most comfort at the same time. The other thing is this also telescopes back and forth. So that allows you to pull from a variety of angles. You can be underneath the handles pulling more vertical, or you can be further back doing more of a row motion, especially when you combine that with the articulation of the chest pad. Another important feature is that it has not just seat adjustment, but also the thigh pad adjust. Now, a lot of machines will have either one or the other, and what that means is, if you're really short and you have to move the seat down, well then you don't get the stability of the thigh pads, right? Or if the thigh pad thing moves, maybe your feet aren't on the ground and so you're not stable that way. Having them both move means that pretty much every user can get in here and set up the seat where they want it for the exercise and also have the stability of the thigh pad at the same time. So my goal with having all this adjustability was to make it so that basically we could maximize the stability for every type of body that would come in and want to utilize this machine through a variety of exercises, whether it be vertical pulls or rowing motions. Another feature with this is that the handles are actually adjustable. So this machine does not come with handles standard, but we do recommend the rotate handles. This is by far the best grip, especially if you're not going to use a strap. This is going to allow you to use the most weight before you would ever need to strap up, but you could put any handle on here that you wanted, right? And this fully articulates and rotates. You can also adjust this to change the height a little bit to accommodate users that are either a little bit shorter or taller, or to better suit the exercise that you're doing in the machine. And of course, this is going to have Prime's Smart Strength technology built in. So you can see the 3-pin torque arm over here, which allows you to place the load where you want it so that the exercise is challenging where you want it within the range of motion. More and more research is coming out showing that there are benefits to challenging muscles at longer lengths. So a lot of machines out there, especially back machines and your free weight exercises, are all hardest when you're in the short position or when you're in like the contracted position. This allows you to basically get the opposite exposure and really challenge the muscle when it's at a longer muscle length. So you can set this up like I have it here on the 3-pin, and that's gonna make it harder when you start the exercise, which is gonna be more resistance in the lengthened position. And that's something you're not gonna find with the cable or a variety of machines that actually do the opposite and make it even harder in the short position than a typical free weight exercise would. Of course, one of the important things for this machine was to give it the best possible biomechanics that we could. So this has unilateral loading arms. So that means each arm is loaded independently. And not only does that give us the options of doing it one arm at a time, but also with the arm path in here, what we did is we had a very slight divergence. So that means it goes from narrow and only comes out a little bit, which means that instead of like pulling your elbows way out, it gives you the ability to use a arm tight path, but it's not so strict that it's gonna limit you from being able to do a wider path. So you can target the lats or the upper back with a variety of angles with the adjustability here, but because it's unilateral, we can also rotate our torso and shift and do a bunch of other exercises that maybe lengthen the lats a little bit more, or simply just fit individuals a little bit better if they're a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller. It allows you to work within their range of motion and for their individual structure. So the biomechanics on this are gonna give you the most exercise options for the most individuals.